Hello, everyone. I hope everyone had a great dinner and enjoy some family time. You're going to see me going a little bit back and forth just because I have multiple devices and I want to make sure that I'm not missing anybody's questions or just tuning in. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I am actually trying to get on my son's phone so that I can see multiple devices. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for joining in today. We're going to continue our series with cicatricial alopecia. So, my name is Joanna Amarante. I'm your trichologist in the Tampa Bay area, and we're just going to be continuing talking about cicatricial alopecia. So first we found out from the first series is that it's also known as scarring alopecia. So with that, the scarring alopecia looks like patches. Sometimes it could actually look like alopecia areata. And the difference with scarring alopecia, though, is that the patches actually have jagged edges from it, okay? Now, the destruction of the hair follicles occurs below the skin surface, so there may not be much to see on the scalp, other than you will probably see those patchy hair loss, okay? Affected areas may be smooth and clean or may have redness, scaling increase or decrease of pigmentation, or may have a raised blister with fluid and pus on those affected areas. So I spoke to you about having two forms of cicatricial alopecia. We spoke about the first one in the last series. So today we're going to talk about the second form. So the second form is that the hair follicle is destroyed by something such as a burn, infection, radiation, or a tumor. When we spoke about white blood cells, we spoke about lymphocyte, and that is where they create antibodies to fight against bacteria, viruses, and possible harmful attackers. There's also involved mostly lymphocyte inflammation, and those type of hair loss are considered lysine planophilius, frontal fibrosing alopecia, and central centrifungal alopecia. So we're going to start off with the first one so you can get the characteristics of that one and how it looks and where you can kind of narrow things down now, okay? Because there's different forms of scarring alopecia. So the lysine planophilius is different from other type of scarring alopecia because it's an inflammatory autoimmune skin condition. Someone with that, their immune system falsely attacks cells of the hair follicles, replacing them with scar tissues. And what does that look like? So it's like a small patch of alopecia, which alopecia is hair loss. It has multiple areas of white hair loss. If you rub your finger against that area where you see the hair loss, the scalp is going to feel rough. Okay, so the lysine planophilius can increase in size and it can actually increase to as big as the palm of your hands. So that is a big area on the scalp that can form with that type of hair loss, okay? So the only way to determine really what type of scarring alopecia you really have is to get a biopsy. And those biopsies will help kind of clear that up for you. But someone may feel pain due to the inflammation and itchy, purplish bumps on the scalp, okay? The second one on that same white blood cell is frontal fibrosing alopecia. Hi, thank you for coming. Um, Now, that one, the frontal fibrosing alopecia, looks like a straight, narrow band. So think about like a headband. So a straight, narrow band of hair loss right from the front of the head. It happens around the temple. So here's the temple and your hairline, and it affects post-menopausal women over the age of 50. Some people also lose like eyebrow hair having frontal fibrosing alopecia, and it's definitely different when we look under the microscope with it. So the scope will look shiny, discolored. There's like red small areas. The follicle opening is closed. This type of hair loss can be found in women with genetic hair loss as well. So genetic hair loss can be like androgenetic, okay? The next one, which is the third one, is central centrifungal cicatricial alopecia. Whew, that's a big one. So we narrow that down to CCCA. It is the most common form of scarring alopecia. So that one can cause destruction of the hair follicles because the inflammatory cells attacks the hair follicle. It can affect both men and women of any race, but research actually shows that it can affect African women more. Now, some of the ways that you can get CCCA is like pressing combs, constantly pressing onto the scalp, um, extensions, doing them too tight to the point where now you weaken the follicles and it's just like over you right now. It doesn't want to continue to be bothered with you. The length of time relaxers are left on the scalp may also influence central fungal cicatricial. Some people with that type of hair loss may feel like a burning, tingling, and tenderness on the scalp. So you got to be very careful with also what you do to your hair because it can give you severe hair loss and cause a lot of tension to the scalp. Okay. So for central fungal alopecia may start off with a small, unnoticeable bald spot. However, it can slowly grow and expand over time. And usually it will expand on the vertex of the head. So like you see where my bun is at? Where my bun is at, that's considered your vertex. So it will start probably right in this back area, okay? The scalp may look shiny and feel smooth. In other cases, CCCA can like rapidly lead up to a lot of hair loss in a short period of time. So sometimes it can gradually happen, and then sometimes something can kind of like trigger it and expand it and make it lose faster. Okay, guys? So that was the second series of central um cicatricial alopecia. Sorry, I was thinking about CCCA. So that's the second series on it. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow and we're going to talk more about it. We're going to talk about what you can do at home. We're going to talk about the services you can do in the salon to help you with those different types of hair loss. Okay, guys? So please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Fabulously Made Salon. Just click on subscribe. And follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, which is Fabulously Made Salon. And please remember that if you know someone or you are experiencing any type of hair loss, we do offer a complimentary 15-minute consultation. You'll just visit my website. Hey, honey, thank you for joining. You will visit my website at www.fabulouslymadesalon.com. And you'll also be able to find the link if you go on my Instagram and my bio. There's a link there that will actually take you to the 15-minute consultation and to our YouTube channel. Okay, guys? If for any reason you have any concerns, you're not too sure where to begin, you can DM me as well. Okay, guys? Thank you so much. I hope you guys have an amazing evening. Thank you for joining in and all the love and support that you guys give us at Fabulously Made Salon. And remember that we're all made fabulous. Love you guys. Have a great evening. I really appreciate you guys. Take care.